Hey there guys, today I'm going to be explaining how to do the 6-star Ramuh Radiant Shield strategy. Credit goes to Ramuh from the Game Frequently Asked Questions website that put out this strategy. I copied her strat completely, and I'm going to be showing in the video how to do it. So first thing, you want to choose the magical effective Ramuh, because he's actually slightly weaker than the physical version. Now to do this, you're going to need a bunch of instant cast, last stand Medica healers, and a source of Radiant Shield. Preferably basic Radiant Shield, not an elemental, because it'll deal more damage. Now you also absolutely have to have at least one copy of a 6-star Esper of any kind. I've only got a single copy of Leviathan, but that's good enough, because you need that to break rage in the final phase. You're also going to want to have lots of health boon, spell ward, at least 2, preferably 3 health boons, at least 2, maybe 3 spell wards. A blade ward helps, and I also recommend healing boon and mind boon. That's going to help with the paralyze and just to help keep you alive. Truthfully, you don't really need Dampen Thunder, because the thunder damage is going to deal like enough to kill you every single turn anyway, so trying to dampen it's not really going to do a whole lot, except for the first phase, but the first phase is easy anyway. Alright, so for this team, we're going to be using Aiko with her Ultra Mog. This is just instant and restores hit point. The haste used to be nice when haste wasn't permanent, but it's permanent now, so now that's kind of like whatever. We're going to use Aerith with Innocent Cure. This is just an instant cast. Last Stand, the medic is not relevant, or the quick cast is not relevant. We're going to use Ophelia with instant cast, Last Stand, and boost resistance. The resistance will help in phase 1. It's not going to matter after phase 1 though. And then Sarah is a really good choice here if you have her Brave Ultra. It's instant cast, Last Stand, but the Brave command allows her to generate gauge and really pump out those heals more than anyone else. So for the materials, we're giving Sarah Ace Striker or Battle Forge for more fill rate. We're going to give Aiko Lionheart for just more fill from taking damage. We're going to give Aerith Knight's Charge, which is more fill from taking damage. We're going to give Ophelia Mako Might. That allows us to get a Medica really early in the fight, and hers is useful because of that resistance boost. Like I mentioned, it helps. The resistance does help in the first phase. Now for the Radiant Stand unit, put them into slot 3, because that slot's probably going to die early on. And we're going to give him the Flaming Stand for Start with Last Stand. That allows him to survive that really, really early slot 3 nuke that would probably kill him otherwise. And his Soul Break is just Galleon Beast. It's the Radiant Shield, the rest is irrelevant. The best choice is probably Tifa with her USB 1, but I don't have that, and I don't really want to lens it. So for skills, we're going to use just a heal and re-raise. This is not required, this is optional, but this is like for safety. We're going to put that on the whole team, so if something goes wrong, we've got that backup for re-raise. Re-raise is permanent until activated. It has an infinite duration. So we'll put it up, and as long as we never die, we'll never need it, but if we do die, that gives us one get-out-of-jail-free card. Aerith is going to Arise, and Curata arises again if something goes wrong. We can get them back alive. Vincent's kind of irrelevant. We're going to use a Stone spell just to get that mastery credit. We probably won't get mastery anyway, but we're going to try. Haste for turn 1 is going to be permanent once applied, so we've got haste to go. Ultra Cure for healing. And we've got Shelga. Shelga is also permanent. Like I said, it's not going to help in phase 2 and 3, but it will be helpful on phase 1, so there we go. Other than that, we've got the Odin accessories for most people. Vincent, I've only killed Odin 4 times. I have to give him a major lightning resist. Odin accessory would be way better here because the only thing that matters after we get into the end stage is the Primal Essence, which only Odin accessory helps with. This will not help with that. But I've only killed 4 Odin, so what are you going to do? There we go. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, and I'll try to explain what's going on. Oh, we're going to take the Fabula Mage. That's very important, and we're not going to use that until the end of Phase 2, and I'll explain when we get there. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we're going to get started with this. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this fight. As you can see, I have not yet won. This is my first time I'm going to be doing a real serious attempt. I've practiced a few times, but I needed to change my Esper decks and stuff. But so when we get into the fight, we're going to just spend the first few turns buffing and getting gauge. Our soul gauge. So Aiko is going to go ahead and, we'll do haste, shell, re-raise, and then Curator. And Vincent will go ahead and hit the boss with Earth, doesn't really matter. So hopefully she dual cast re-raise. Aiko, she might dual cast. She didn't. That's fine. We'll just cast it with her 6 times. No big deal. Alright, so that was Primal Essence. Judgment Storm is coming next. Alright, so there's hit the boss with Earth. We're never going to attack with Earth again the rest of the fight. Alright. So next turn, the boss is going to kill Vincent. It's re-raise. But we gave him. Don't forget, we gave him Last Stand. We're going to guard him. Now we're going to pop off a Medica with Ovelia, and that reapplies Last Stand to Vincent and the entire team. All right, next is going to be a Thunderstorm. So we're kind of like just basically waiting for the boss to go through his entire Phase 1 script. Okay, so Aiko still didn't dual cast re-raise, which is a little unfortunate. Alright, there's Thunderstorm again. We're just going to keep healing. Next is going to be Staff of Oldham. So let me explain Staff of Oldham. From now on, for the rest of the fight, as long as Staff of Oldham is active, every single action, no matter what it is going to trigger a counterattack. It deals thunder damage that is unresistible. Well, it ignores resistance. It can be resisted with, accessories and stuff, and Spell Ward. But from now on, he's going to counter for about between 2,000 and 4,000 damage, depending if he's buffed, every time you do an action. So keep that in mind for the rest of the fight. Alright, let's go ahead and just keep these heals up. I should have, there's that lightning fall. That was the thing I was talking about. The counterattack. Alright, let's go ahead and use Galleon Beast just to get some Radiant Shield going. Alright, there was unfortunate that it hit Aiko and it triggered her Last Stand, so now we need to reapply that because of the counterattack. Alright, so next is going to be Thundasia. I'm going to have to apply Last Stand for that Thundasia after that. Because the one after that will kill people, I think. Alright, here's Thundasia. That'll probably trigger the Last Stand on Sarah. It did. Alright, at this point we should have some Medicas ready to go for the rest of the team. Yep, let's go ahead and Guardian Mog. Alright, Primal Essence is coming next. We reapplied Last Stand to everyone. Alright, now because of these counterattacks that are just destroying me, I'm going to kind of just wait around for the most part until people die, and then I'm going to use Last Stand. We should be getting enough gauge from this point forward from just taking damage. So next is going to be Judgment Storm. So we're basically just waiting until the end of Phase 1. Here's Judgment Storm. Did it kill anyone? It didn't, so we can still wait. Alright, next is going to be Thunderous Judgment Bolt. This is going to deal 999,000 damage. Yeah, big damage. Kill everyone. Alright, now we're going to Last Stand, and we're going to go ahead and heal this. Let me put out some more re-raises with Aiko. Alright, so we have Last Stand once again. We're healed back up. Next is going to be Thundasia. Alright, hopefully Aiko dual cast this. That'll be really helpful if she does. She still didn't. What a jerk. Alright, next is going to be Thunderlance. It's going to deal Stormland, something like 100,000 damage to 2 people, but we're going to Last Stand it, so it's okay. Oh, Thundasia, I forgot about that. We've triggered Last Stand, so we're going to have to go ahead and heal. because those Storm Lances will kill people otherwise. Alright, so let's go ahead and Storm Lance. So we're going to go ahead and heal that back up. Next is going to be Staff of Oldham and Chain Thundega. We're on turn 14 of the boss. Turn 30 is the boss's final phase in phase 1. Alright, now his counterattack will turn back on. We can go ahead and just heal this. It didn't actually kill him. And we'll use Re-Raise again. Next is Primal Essence again. She still hasn't dual cast Re-Raise. Alright, Primal Essence. This might kill people. If it does, we'll last stand. If not, we'll wait. Nope, we're good. Alright, Thunderstorm is next. That'll probably kill people. Maybe? Yeah, it did. So we're going to go ahead and put last stand back up. Thunderous Thundagia will be coming next. That also, and think Imperils? No, the one after that Imperils. Alright, let me go ahead and put the last stand up that we need. The last Re-Raise. Okay, so now the whole team has Re-Raise. We've done it 5 times. Oh, now she dual cast it after I don't need it anymore. Nice. Alright, here's Thunderous Thundagia. We'll go ahead and just heal that. We can possibly save a last stand cast. Thunder Summon is next, which is going to imperil us. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have her heal herself. For a little bit of gauge. Next is going to be Judgment Storm. It's going to be just some piercing damage. Okay. Next is going to be Thunderous Tree, which paralyzes. So I'm going to go ahead and, even though we don't need last stand refresh, I'm going to top off the team because we're going to get paralyzed next turn, and we're going to be unable to act for very briefly. Because the whole team has huge mind, it's going to wear off pretty quick, except for Vincent, but he's not important right here. So here's the Paralyze. And it actually killed Eris. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh last stand. You see, it wore off almost instantly on the healers, which is fine. It's unfortunate that it killed Eris. That would have been useful if I could have saved this last stand, but okay. Alright, next is going to be Primal Essence. And it might kill Ico, potentially. If not, we can save this last stand. No, we're good. Alright, Thunderous Thundagia is after that. So we're just going to wait. You see Vincent's still paralyzed because his mind is really low. That's fine. That's totally not a problem. Alright, this is obviously going to kill everyone. So we'll go ahead and refresh that. Next is Thunder Summon, who's going to imperil us again. But Thunder Summon deals pretty low damage at least. So it shouldn't trigger any last stands. Alright, but we are now imperiled by 40%, which is really annoying. Alright, Primal Essence is coming next. This because we've got a 40% imperil currently, this might kill someone. I might have to trigger a last stand. I'm almost certain we will have to. Yeah, we're taking big damage because we're imperiled. Alright, let me go ahead and reapply last stand, because Thunder's Judgment Bolt is coming next. This is going to be the final action in Phase 1. The big 99,000 damage hit. Alright. Here it comes. Alright. That triggers last stand, and we heal. Okay, so let me explain what's going on now. That was the final turn in Phase 1. Now the boss is in repeat mode. Because he went through all his scripted actions, he's reached the end of his script. Until he hits 70% health, He's now going to repeat the exact same 4 actions in a row. He's going to do Staff of Uldum, Earth Diffusion, which are both instant cast and go off instantly. They don't deal damage, though. Then he's going to do Primal Essence, and then a Thunderous Judgment Bolt. Primal Essence shouldn't kill anyone. Thunderous Judgment Bolt will. So, and then he's going to repeat. So we're going to have to go through those same 4 actions every single turn until the boss hits 70%. So currently we've got an Imperil, which is making the counterattacks really dangerous. So I'm going to kind of like just hang out and show you how we're going to do this. We're basically at this point just waiting for the Imperil to fade. 1 stack just faded. So we'll go ahead and heal, even though we don't really need to heal there because we have Last Stand. Now he's going to do Thunderous Judgment Bolt. And I'm going to go ahead and Last Stand as soon as he casts that. That's Last Stand. It's going to kill everyone. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Refresh the Radiant Shield with Vincent. Alright. And now the same thing. He's going to go through his same 4 moves. He's going to do Staff of Uldum, Earth Diffusion, Primal Essence, and then another Thunder thing. There's Staff of Uldum. There's Earth Diffusion, which is those instant casts. Now he's charging up Primal Essence. Primal Essence, okay. And we're still in peril, so this is actually kind of risky casting this here while we're in peril, because casting this Soul Break is going to get a counterattack. And if it triggers his Last Stand, I'm going to have to go ahead and pop another Last Stand with, It didn't trigger it, okay. So now we're waiting. The boss is going to Judgment, and we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, once Last Stand wears off, once the Imperils wear off, we can start building gauge with auto attacks. Now, I'll show you once this wears off. And you see how every phase we're doing this, the boss is like taking tiny amounts of damage. This is why this strategy is horrible as far as like actually doing it. It's so slow, but it's really easy. So that's the good thing. So we can really easily win. It's just going to be like super slow. Okay, so now our Imperil is worn off. So now it's safe to build gauge. Next cycle, I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. We're going to wait. We don't want to do it when the staff is coming, when the Judgment Bolt is coming. So we're going to charge this. Now we're just going to normal attack with everyone. And well, one person is going to instant cast a Last Stand. And everyone else will just normal attack. Now that's going to trigger a counterattack, but because the Imperil has worn off, the counterattack and the Primal Essence will still not kill us and trigger Last Stand. So we get 1 round of free auto attacks for building some gauge. So we punch, that goes a little bit of Soul Gauge, we counterattack, Soul Gauge, counterattack, the SB1 command. Counterattack. Alright, now here comes the Staff of Uldum. Now, Sarah is unique in that her Brave Command is okay to use. So we're going to go ahead and use this and heal the team. That'll make the team heal a little bit, and it'll give us a little bit of extra damage on the next Staff of Judgment from Reflection. Alright. Then we're going to go ahead and Last Stand, and we're going to punch everyone. Now, Sarah, for her Brave Command, you want to always target herself. That way, in case she hits someone else, because hers is an instant cast, and if she had happened to, like, instant cast this before the Medica, she'd die from the counterattack. So you want to always target herself, so the heal heals herself, so she doesn't die to the counter. And we just repeat. We're basically... Now we just do this literally for the next hour. This is like a miserable strategy to do. It's so slow, but it's safe and easy. So as long as you can handle the tediousness of doing this strategy, it's a Ramuh kill, and Ramuh is a stupidly hard boss. Alright, here's the Primal Essence. We'll go ahead and have Sarah heal herself again for the gauge. Who's higher on Soul Gauge? I think Eris is. So we'll go ahead and have Eris do the next Last Stand. And here comes, and we just punch, punch, punch. And Sarah will command herself. And there you go. We're going to be doing this until the boss reaches 70%. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and record an hour of doing this, so I'm going to cut out the video, and when the boss, as soon as the boss changes phase to 70%, I'll start recording again. So I will see you guys when phase 2 begins, and it gets a little more interesting. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we turtled our way through the end of phase 1. The boss just hit 70%, and you know that happens because the background music changes, the screen gets darker. So I paused it immediately. He just did a thunderous thing that brought me to 1% health and triggered Last Stand. I triggered a Medica to fix that. But now phase 2 begins. So now, once again, we're going to be going through phase 2 the same way we did phase 1. The difference is, now that he's in phase 2, his rage level actually matters. Because he's at rage 3, he's going to be dealing a lot more damage. So phase 2 is way more dangerous than phase 1. And phase 3 is even worse. But during that whole turtle phase, I've been building gauge, and so the whole team has pretty much like a bunch of soul gauge ready to go. So we've got like, was it 3 gauges times 4 healers? So I thought something like 11 to 12 last stands ready to go to get through this phase. During this phase, don't worry about refreshing Radiant Shield, so leave Vincent just basically sitting there and doing nothing because you don't want to trigger a counterattack and get him killed by a counterattack. So yeah, we're going to be going through this phase until the end of phase 2. Now phase 2 is only 21 turns long. It is not 30 turns long like phase 1, so it'll be a little bit easier. But the damage is going to be really ramped up. So we just triggered it. He's going to start off with Crushing Thunder and buff himself. So let's go. Yeah, here's the counterattack. And here's my last stand. I'm going to go ahead and use the Brave command for some gauge on Sarah. There's Crushing Thunder. He buffs himself. We've got full gauge on Eris, so she'll last stand the first death. Next should be Thunderous Thunderbolt. I think this is the one that kills people. Yeah, it is. Oh shoot, it wasn't. Oh, I wasted a last stand. That's actually okay, because after that is the Paralyzed. That's actually okay. I'm actually not minding that. We're getting paralyzed, and I'd rather people paralyzed have our gauge ready to go. So here comes the Paralyzed. So we're full health. It wears off instantly. Actually, it wasn't that big a deal. Whatever. So next is Stormlance. It's going to kill some people. We're going to have to last stand that. Let's go ahead and... so after that is Judgment Storm. Okay, Judgment Storm shouldn't kill anyone, I don't think. So we'll wait. I think Judgment Storm won't kill people. Yeah, we're good. Next is Staff of Uldum, and then Thunder Summon. Thunder Summon is also a relatively weak hit, but it applies in peril. It might kill someone, we'll see. Did anyone trigger last stand? They did, we gotta pop it. Let's go. Alright, Stormlance is next. Let me look and see who has a lot of soul gauge. I want to try to keep all the people ready to go with soul gauge as often as possible. We're going to use her. So here comes Stormlance. That kills people. We got to last stand that. Next is Lightning. Lightning shouldn't kill anyone. Alright, I think I'm going to use Ico on the Lightning. If it kills someone. It probably won't, though. It might. I don't know. We'll see. No, we're fine. Okay, next is Thunderous Judgment Bolt. That'll absolutely kill people. 100%. So we'll go ahead and heal that. After that is going to be a Primal Essence. Now I'm going to use the Brave command of Sarah to take care of that Primal Essence. Because it's not going to kill people, but Primal Essence will heal us up, because after that is the Paralyzed again. And I'd like to go into that Paralyzed at full health. Alright. Here comes Primal Essence. Go ahead and command that. And then Thunderous Trine. And this command will heal the team, so we go into the Thunderous Trine topped off, or at least pretty close to it. Alright, here comes the Paralyze. It should wear off almost instantly on the healers. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get back to Eris. Let me look at this. Next is Thunderous Summon. Okay, that's gonna, because we're imperiled, this will probably kill people. Probably. Did it? I'm pretty sure it did. Yep, gotta pop a last stand. Okay. Staff of Uldum will be after that, followed by a Storm Lance. Storm Lance is that thing that deals 100,000 damage. We gotta last stand that, obviously. Alright, we're gonna do it with Sarah. And then here comes Storm Lance. Alright, let's last stand that. After that is Thunderous Thundasia. And we've got 4 stacks of Imperil, so it might kill people. Even if it doesn't, we're gonna heal, because after that is a Paralyze. And like, I don't want to go into that Paralyze. Actually, it would be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Who's got a lot of gauge? Okay, Aiko does. Okay, is this gonna kill people? Oh yeah, we gotta heal no matter what. It actually only killed Sarah, but every person is important here. Alright, next is Thunderous Trine. That's the Paralyze. Who's got a lot of gauge? Alright. Thunderous Trine, Earth Diffusion, Staff of Ultimate, Anti-Heal, and then a Thunderous Judgment Bolt is coming soon. Okay. Anti-Heal, then Thunderous Judgment Bolt. Okay. Now we're in the phase 2 is now over. Now we're in the repeat section. Okay. Because we're in the repeat section, the first thing we're going to do is break his rage to level 2. Get him out of that level 3 rage. There we go. With the roaming warrior. Now he's in level 2 rage. And I'm going to go ahead and use this. We've got anti-heal currently, which is really, really hurting our health. Now we're going to last stand. If we trigger this, did anyone die? Yep, we got to heal. Yeah, we've currently got anti-heal. I think that's worn off at this point. It only lasts 5 seconds. It really lowers your healing amount. Okay, anti-heal is worn off. We're not going to worry about Radiant Shield right now. Okay. There. Now we're gonna wait out that Imperil before we start worrying about getting the gauge filled up again. Once that Imperil fades, we'll go back to the same thing we did before, where we slowly use auto attacks to get the gauges filled, and then after that we use just enough to maintain. Alright, who's going to use the next last stand? We'll use Ophelia. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put up Radiant Shield again with Vincent. I like casting this about 2 seconds after the Primal Essence. Alright, our Imperil has worn off as well. Okay, so now we're going to be just doing, once again, now we're just waiting for the end of phase 2. There is something I need to point out, though. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be basically the way it is for now. The boss is at 70%. When the boss hits 60% health from killing himself, he's going to gain a stack of rage from crossing the 60% threshold, but he'll still be in phase 2. When he does that at 60% in this phase, you need to use that second charge of the Roman Warrior. You can't leave him in Rage 3 during this phase, because it's fine in Phase 1 and Phase 2. He cannot stay in Rage 3 because he'll do too much damage. And he'll outpace your last stands. So at 60%, he's going to go up to Rage 3 again, pop the Roman Warrior. And then keep turtling. At 50% health, he's going to go to Rage 3 again. At 50%, you want to summon your Esper. So we're going to summon Leviathan. Leviathan will break the rage to 2. Then he'll pop in again and break it to 1. He'll pop in again and drop it to 0. That'll bring you to Rage 0 for the remainder of this phase. The boss will be in Phase 2 until he hits 40% health. At 40% health, Phase 3 begins. At that point, I'll start recording again and show you the beginning of Phase 3 and how we go through Phase 3. Phase 3 is going to be like a blitz. It's really fast and really lethal. Alright, so let me go ahead and cut this recording, and I'll see you again at the end of Phase 2, which for me will be about 30 minutes. For you guys, it'll be 2 seconds. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, the boss just reached 40%. Phase 3 just activated. Once again, you can tell because the music changes, the background changes slightly. Just forewarning, I have never been this far in the fight, so this is my first time, so I'm going to be kind of winging it. So Phase 3 is 11 turns until he reaches the end of the script. Currently, the boss is at Rage level 0 because, like I said, we summoned the Roman Warrior at the beginning of the Phase 2 end. At 60% health, we summoned the second Roman Warrior, and then we summoned our first charge of Leviathan, or your 6-star Esper. Any of them work. Titan works fine. At 50%, and then that Esper pops in twice more and brings the boss back down to Rage 0. So currently he's at Rage 0. Phase 3 just begun, so the boss is going to Earth Diffusion, Staff of Uldum, and then Judgment Storm. We triggered Phase 3 by the boss using Judgment Bolt, so we've got a Medica in the middle of casting. I actually used the wrong Medica. I used it on Ophelia by accident, and she's actually slightly low on gauge. That was a mistake. I meant to use Aiko's Medica because she's capped on gauge, but, you know, mistakes happen. This is a long fight. It says 8 minutes on the timer. It's more like an hour and a half in real time. So here goes Phase 3. Alright, oh, and Thunderclap Gale is a buff the boss puts on himself. It lasts like 15 seconds, which really powers up his damage. Anyway, let's get into this. Okay, so there's Earth Diffusion, there's Staff, and here comes Judgment Storm. It's probably going to kill people. I've got a Medica ready. It didn't. Next is Anti-Heal. Okay. Now, Anti-Heal is irritating. It makes our Medicus deal really low damage, but that's okay. Don't mind that. Next is Thunderous Judgment. He's at Rage 3 now. This really sucks. Alright, there's Thunderous Judgment. Next is going to be Thunder Summon, which imperils our Lightning Fist, which is even more damage. Okay, so yeah, the boss is hasted and everything. Phase 3 is... You got to be real precise with this. Alright, here's Guardian Mog, not a problem. We've got Medica. Next is Thunder Summon. We've got the Anti-Heal, so our Medicas are weakened right now. This might kill people. It did. We're going to Medica again. As you see, our Obelia is really low on gauge. I messed up on her earlier. That was a big mistake, but I think it'll be fine. Alright, next is going to be Primal Essence. That'll definitely kill people. We still got that stupid Anti-Heal. It hasn't worn off yet. Primal Essence is going to kill people. I'm going to Medica right away. Oh, 9999 damage. Beautiful. Not really. Okay. Next is going to be Thunderous Thundage. That's definitely going to kill people. We've got another Medica ready, though. This, like I said, this phase is ridiculous. I've never done it, but I've read about it and I've seen videos. So, Medica again. Next is going to be Stormlance. Aiko, come on, fill your gauge. Here we go. Aiko's ready to save us again. Stormlance, okay. Stormlance, pop this. Alright, Stormlance. Next is going to be Infinity Bind, and that'll be the last time the boss uses Rage. So after he Infinity Binds, we're going to pop Leviathan. and start breaking rage. And that's gonna significantly slow this boss down by breaking his rage 3. Okay, Infinity Bind is gonna come next. Okay, and then a Thunderous Judgment Bolt. Wait, one, Leviathan. That's gonna bring him out of rage 3. Good. He'll never be in rage 3 again the rest of the fight. Next is going to be a Thunderous Thunderbolt. Oh, I shouldn't have mediced, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Okay. That's it. That's it. The boss is now in the end stage of Phase 3. We survived. Okay. So now he's going to be doing the same thing for the rest of the fight. Staff of Uldum, Earth Diffusion, Primal Essence, Thunderous Bolt, repeat. He repeats those 4 actions over and over and over. The danger is, we're currently imperiled, he's currently powered up the lightning, he's got haste, he's got a stat buff. So it's still dangerous for the next 15 seconds or so, it's going to be still dangerous, but we basically survived at this point. The boss is out of Rage 3, he's going to, Leviathan's going to drop him to Rage 1 and then 0 soon. Primal Essence, this might kill people, I'm ready to heal if it does. It doesn't, okay, we're using Thunderous. We're still imperiled though. Thunderous Judgment Bolt's coming next. Medica that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this for Gage. I really want to get Gage back online. Leviathan, where you at? Leviathan should be popping in any second to drop it to Rage 1, and then hopefully after that Rage 0. Come on, Leviathan, do your thing. Staff of Uldum, Earth Diffusion. We're still imperiled. There's Leviathan, Rage 1. Okay, the boss's damage goes down again. Outstanding. Alright. Primal Essence. I'm not going to use Radiant Shield yet because I don't care about damage right now. Let's do that for Gage. Okay. We're still imperiled. Once that imperil wears off, we're home free. And Leviathan still hasn't popped in the last time to drop into Rage 0. That's going to happen soon, though. Alright. But we've pretty much won. This is... We're safe now. We're still imperiled. What's that imperil going to wear off? Come on. There's Leviathan, Rage 0, outstanding. The boss's rage is completely gone. His damage has gone down yet again. Alright, now it's kind of safe to go ahead and use our Radiant Shield to refresh this. So I'm going to wait. Wait, 1, 2, refresh Radiant Shield. Who's going to do the next Medica? We'll do it with her. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Medica, come on. Staff of Uldum. Earth Diffusion. Here's our Radiant Shield refreshing. Okay. Primal Essence, let's heal that with her. Okay, I think the Imperil has worn off. His haste is irrelevant. His stat buff should have worn off at this point. Yep, all the Imperils were off. We do that. Okay, so we've basically won. Now we just sit here for another half hour while he tickles himself to death on my damage shield, and he wins. We win. One thing I should mention is when the boss reaches 10% health, he's going to enrage 1 level. He'll go to rage level 1 at 10% health. Rage 1 is totally fine. It's not really dangerous. It doesn't matter. That's mostly irrelevant. But yeah. yeah, we got this. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dude, you know, kill himself on my damage shield for the next half hour. And I'll record the kill shot when he dies, really, in the end. See you guys, for you, shortly. For me, 30-ish minutes. Be right back. Alright, guys, I think the boss is about to kill himself. Is this my first win on Ramuh? Not quite yet. Let's see if he kills himself on the Staff of Judgment. Or the Judgment Bolt. Die, Ramuh, die. Come on. There it is! 1322. Alright. Yeah, that was not fun. But we got the job done. Out of curiosity, did I champion it? No, I figured not. No way. But I don't care about that. Those rewards don't matter. What matters is the Esper. First copy of Ramuh. That is going to be very useful with my Lightning Sync relic. And crystals and all that I don't care about. And an artifact spin. It's always nice. Well, was it worth it? That was, I mean, it was about 2.5, 3 hours. It wasn't too bad, I guess. But, yeah, there it is. Alright. Alright, there's a way to do the Ramuh fight with Radiant Shield. See you guys for the next one.